We're doing Call of Cthulhu Does. I'm going to rewind with Mr. Sim, Mr. Fibble. We're going to see how it goes. You grew up, Sanford, in an orphanage. It was a tough life, but one you managed to survive, in large part due to your friendship with another of the orphans, a young girl called Hattie James. Whenever you got yourself into a scrape, Hattie was always there to stand up for you, be it against the staff of your fellow orphans. As she is older than you, she had more respect among the other children than you did. In your eyes, Hattie was always brave and self-confident, and you looked up to her. One of your favorite games when you were younger was playing riddles, word games that you used to write down and hide behind a loose tile near the bathtub. Hattie was always better at this game than you, and always used to tease you about it, in a kind-hearted way, of course. Hattie was never mean to you. You remember the day Hattie shared her big secret with you. She'd found a litter of puppies in an abandoned building near the orphanage and was taking care of them. This shared confidence brought you even closer together, and you would sneak off to see the puppies whenever you got the chance. One day, however, you weren't careful enough, and without you realizing, one of the orphanage's staff members noticed you going out and followed you. Luckily, another orphan, Ellen O'Sullivan, got ahead of you and warned you out of danger. Ellen was an Irish girl, younger than both of you, who always stuck close to you and Hattie, but up until then she'd always been too shy to make friends with both. Thanks to her intervention, the staff member didn't learn about the puppies, and you avoided any consequences of your illicit trips. From that moment, the three of you became practically inseparable. However, all good things must come to an end, and as you grew older, Ellen fell in love with you, but you could not reciprocate that love. Heartbroken by your rejection, she told you that she never wanted to see you or Hattie, who she seemed to blame too for some reason, ever again. Soon Ellen was adopted, which made the situation less awkward for you and Hattie, as Ellen had refused all attempts to repair your broken friendship. Not long after her adoption, Ellen started writing letters to you, but did not give a return address. In fact, she still writes letters to you every now and again, with the latest letter arriving a couple weeks ago. You're not sure how she knows where you live, but presumably she looked you up in the city's directory. You still have a faded photograph of the three of you, taken when you were around 12 or 13 years old, in pride of place in your office. Although you haven't seen or spoken to Ellen since she left the orphanage, your friendship with Hattie stood the test of time, even after she married her sweetheart, John May. You see her as often as you can, work permitting. You receive, I'll show on the display, this letter. It's dated January 12th, which arrived a couple weeks ago, 1929. My love, this time I'm writing you from Chicago. I know you still live here, and I hope we will be able to meet one day. I can see that famous old water tower from the windows of my apartment, and I admire how it's lit up by the setting sun. Today was a cloudless and beautiful day, so I could even spot part of the shore from my special high perch up on the roof. No one but you knows I come up here. The janitor wouldn't be pleased if he did. He's such a fuss budget, just like our old director at the orphanage. Do you remember him? Someday I'd like to share every sunrise and sunset with you. Our lives would then be filled with all the splendid colors of the sky, and our love would become everlasting. Be sure I think about you every day, and know that I plan our next meeting every chance I get. I think I'll be able to make our paths not only cross very soon, but also lead in the same direction. You may no longer recognize me as the woman I was, but deep down, it will still be me. Look forward to more news from me, my darling. Forever yours, Ellen. And as you sit there looking at your paper from the North Side Gang, gunned down in the garage on Clark Street, the gory details, you have this letter from Ellen also next to you. You hear a knock at the door. It's a calm, wintry morning in Chicago. Do you tell them to come in? Do you go up and greet them? What do you do?
I'll stick the letter from... What's her face? I can't remember her face now.
Okay, Avebury.
That would go into the filing cabinet, which would be where all of her letters are from, and then go meet whoever's at the door.
As you open the door, you see tears in her eyes a bit swollen from crying all night. Your dear, dear old friend from the past, Miss Hattie Mae, now, as she's married. She stands before the door, a stole across her hat on, waves in her hair, and sees you and wraps her arms around you in a hug and squeezes tightly, crying. I need to speak to you right away. Can we talk? She says.
Yeah, sure. Come in.
She slams the door behind and dabs her eyes. It's and she sees the paper. You heard my husband was one of the victims of the shooting yesterday, and apparently he didn't mean to be there. He was basically working on the car when it all happened, and he had our beloved German Shepherd Highball with him. You remember we always used to love dogs? He bought it for me on my birthday, and they've taken Highball to the impound and are keeping him, and I don't think I can get him back. They said he was violent. They're going to put him down. I need your help. I need you to get him out for me. He's all I have left. And I need you to make a psychology roll for me.
That's a pass. Just.
What did you get?
A 58.
Nice. So your psychology is 60 and you got a 58. All right. So she's telling you this, and she seems sincere. She seems traumatized by this, and she is crying real tears, not crocodile tears or anything, but she seems to be holding back from you.
What are you holding back, Hattie?
What do you mean?
I've known you a long time. You're holding something back. I can just feel it.
I feel like I need the protection. Highball can protect me. I don't feel safe lately. I don't know why. I don't feel right. You know, since this has happened in the news and everything, it's all I have left is Highball, and I know you'd help me, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'll help, but you've got to be honest with me. That's all I ask.
Here. He's usually a very good boy. And she takes her scarf off of her neck. Here, give this to him. Maybe he'll smell me on it, and maybe he'll calm down. And here, and she pulls out a picture of her and Highball and her husband, so that you can prove that he is mine. Just in case they ask and think you're just taking a dog for no reason. He's got his name written right on the collar, right there, in gold. And that should be enough, I think. Do you think? I mean, it's on the picture.
I'd assume so. Maybe, potentially. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
I'm gonna go back to my apartment. It's West Belmont Avenue, apartment 5. Right? And I'm gonna finish these documents they gave me regarding John's death. So I'll wait for you there. How's that sound? We can talk. I can pay you for your troubles.
Yeah, okay. No worries. It shouldn't take too long to go down and get the dog out of jail. But yeah, I'll bring him home. You okay to drive, or you getting okay?
I'm just gonna walk. I need to walk.
Okay.
It's cold, but it helps. I think. You know for a fact that you do have 2 very good friends. One's an informant that works for you, and one is actually a police officer by the name of Bart Chikarsky. He's an Irish police officer, and he's always on the level. He's a good guy, which is a rarity in Chicago. And he seemed to be on one of the names of the paper investigating the massacre. So you do have an in should you choose to go there. She leaves.
I'll go see my good friend then, I guess.
I'm going to go down to the police station. And do you bring, I'm assuming you're gonna bring your scarf and your picture? Do you bring anything else with you? Do you have any other equipment?
Camera, I'm assuming, notepad. Would I have a weapon?
We didn't establish if you have a weapon or not, so I imagine you would have a piece. Do you have a previous character that has a weapon for ease, or do you want me to look up what a handgun would be?
Yeah, I do have a previous character that had a
1d6?
revolver.
1d6 plus 6? What do I think?
I think Perry Mason had a revolver.
Perry Mason. Ah, Perry Mason.
Good old Perry Mason. Yes, he did. And it was a D10.
Your credit rating is 50, yes? What is it?
Believe so, yes.
Your spending limit per day is $50 because you are considered wealthy.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, I don't know.
Okay, so I got 20% on handguns, so I don't really use it that often. Probably rely more on my wits and charming smile. Don't need to laugh at me.
What's your skill in handgun?
A big 20%, which is default.
What's your damage on that handgun? 1d6?
Does 15 yards, 3 ammo, malfunction on.
Oh, the good old Irish bubbles. The good old Irish.
Ammo, I'm gonna put at
120.
12, malfunctions on a 100. It is a 38 revolver.
A 38 revolver. What's the damage on it?
1d10.
Alright, 10.
Attacks are 1 to 3. it's 3.
Yeah, range.
15 yard.
Only 100, not 99 and 100.
If you want to do it, yep. Ammo, I'm going to say there's 12, which would be full reload, or full 2 reloads.
Alright.
And natural on a 100 it fails. So, yeah, I'd take my piece. I would take my
Your piece.
my piece, my iron, my gangster, my anti-gangster. Notepad, pencil, camera, photo, scarf, keys, wallet, phone. Oh, there is no phone. But yeah, all the normal stuff. Cigarettes? No, I wouldn't. No, well, 1920s. Yep, cigarettes probably.
Are you a smoker? Yeah.
He's a smoker. We'll go with that.
Some matches then, probably. Alright. So, if fortunately for you, you were a frequent visitor to this particular station house, so you know your way around. When you arrive at the station, you can smell the all too familiar scents of burnt coffee, cheap cigarettes, and old papers. Among the familiar faces sitting at his desk is Officer Chikarsky. Now, he sees you as he's rubbing his temple and looking out through his papers and waves you over. And he's like, Sanford, what the hell are you doing here this early? You don't even come around here. You better have an omelet and a cup of joe for me. What do you got?
Well, I don't have an omelette or a cup of joe, but I do have a scarf and a photo.
Get the hell out.
No, I'm actually here to pick up Hattie's dog.
Hattie.
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 Hattie, what's her surname? Mendez?
You're the private investigator, right?
Yeah, I didn't write it down.
How do you make money in this town, I wonder?
I don't know, how do you make it?
I have a job where I write things down, Sanford.
Okay, it's Hattie's.
Roll a no roll to see if you remember her last name. You and
So I need to roll for against
an education.
27, which would make that a hard success.
Hattie May.
Hattie May. Hattie May.
John May's wife.
John May's wife. You know, he was actually one of the ones that got killed on last night.
I don't say. Yeah, all right. So you know Hattie.
Yeah, she grew up with her in the orphanage. You know?
I'll be damned.
Oh,
Small town.
yeah. I mean, as big as you want it to be.
Crazy circumstances behind these killings. Do you read about these things? 2 police that, well, they were in police uniform, and 2 guys in plain clothes all walk in. They think it's all prohibition or heist. Line them all up, and they gun them all right down. Weren't police at all. Must have been a setup. And then they asked me, to look into it all. Find out how they got the police uniforms in the first place. You should see this statement, but I'm really not allowed to show it to you.
Wait a minute. The police uniforms aren't that hard to get if you're in Hollywood.
Make me either a charm or persuade. I'm thinking you are persuasion. You have a persuasion of 60. So guys, he has to get below a 60.
I got a 2, so that's
so if
a extreme.
He got an extreme
success.
Because 12 and below is extreme. So we're learning as we go. Look at us. You are extremely... You know what? Yeah, I was thinking about that too, Sanford. I was thinking about how in Hollywood, but we're not in Hollywood, we're in Chicago. That means some dirty cop in this office here probably gave it to him. So any help that you might be able to give me, I'd appreciate if I can show you these two things. Maybe you can help. And he's going to give you 2 handouts then, because you got a critical. Yes, that's smart and persuasive. The first one is here. Let me double check and make sure that I've got the right one. I'm giving you stuff that you're not supposed to see. Alright, before I display it. Statement by B. Chikarsky. Witness Frank Gusenberg. And you know from the paper that is the person that survived and went to the hospital. From the Cook County Hospital, room 27. Date, Valentine's Day, 1929. Despite suffering from 14 gunshot wounds, Mr. Gusenberg initially claimed that no one had opened fire on him. When his level of painkillers was reduced, it was possible to gain limited information concerning the course of events. The victims were in the building at 2122 North Clark Street. 2 men, dressed in police uniforms and armed with submachine guns, entered the property and ordered the occupants to line up facing the wall, under the pretext of arresting them. The witness many times emphasized the German Shepherd dog, also present in the building, started to bark as soon as the killers entered the garage. He claimed that the attackers took several shots at the dog. The animal initially appeared to have been killed, but, in quotes, revived after the gunman left the building and was apparently unharmed. The witness did not give any information that could be helpful during the investigation. Signed by Officer Bartholomew Chikarsky. You also have a handout labeled number 5, which I've got to find, which I'll show you right here. It's just a little thing here where it says the victims: Frank Gusenberg, Peter Gusenberg, Adam Heyer, Albert Ketchuluk, John May, Reinhard Schwimmer, Albert Weinshank. And the suspects: Al Capone, Jack Machine Gun McGurn, Fred Burke, Gus Winkler, Fred Getz, aka Shotgun, Ray Nugent, Claude Maddox. So he's showing you the victims and his list of suspects for this. Now, looks around a bit, takes a sip of his very stale cold coffee. All right, so that's what witnesses told me about this dog that you're trying to pick up. He's currently locked in one of the station's holding cells. He is agitated. He growls all the time. I don't know how you're gonna get him home, but I can't wait to be rid of him because he is just...
Well, I was given this scarf, which is from one of its owners, so I'm hoping that settles it down. If it doesn't, I'm just going to bring her down here to do it because, you know, or walk away. Like, I'm not losing body parts for this.
You're real invested, Sanford. Nice to see. Come on.
I work for myself. Don't have workers' comp like you.
Workers' comp? What the hell is that? Alright, never mind. Come on.
Yeah, retirement fund?
Don't talk
okay.
to me about retirement. I'm 3 weeks away from retirement.
Yeah, now that you said that, you know what's going to happen, right?
He just grins and laughs and keeps going down. He gets out his keys. You hear him jangle. You go down the steps. You hear barking. Loud barking. German shepherds, you know. He sees you guys and he starts to growl. You're not going to make a roll yet. But he stops. He sniffs the air. You guys come closer to the cell. The bars. He's a beautiful dog, well taken care of. Someone obviously loves this dog. Well fed. It doesn't look like he'd been shot at all. There's not a mark on him. He's got a beautiful red collar with a gold thing, medallion, highball in gold. What do you want to do? He starts to wag his tail.
I'm gonna present the scarf
Going to
to
present.
highball through the bars and then go, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Please don't rip my face off.
Chikarsky puts his hands in his pockets. Look, I don't want to put the little boy down. He's a beautiful dog. Can you prove anything besides a scarf?
I got this photo, and I know that it's highball, and if you called, I would probably know Hattie's number to her personal phone. If you call her, she'll probably give you verbal, tell you what the dog looked like.
Okay.
Because the photos in black and white, I think would be in color by then.
I'm trying to think of something, but I can't. He's looking over the picture. Well, I mean, that's his tag right there. It's the same marking, same way the black and the brown go like this in that odd shape. I mean, all right, I don't want him. He seems nice to you. We have his leash. And he goes over to the desk, pulls open the drawer, gets out a beautiful matching red and gold leash, hands it to you. I hope you know what you're doing, friend.
Absolutely no idea.
I want to see the one-armed Sanford come in for his next case.
One arm's...
Because he's going to take your hand off.
Yeah.
Good
Hey,
luck.
you don't want me to open the cage so that you can go in first, do you?
Make me another education roll, please. A no roll.
One no roll. That would be a 77, so it's a pass.
As he's moving, you see the dog looks at you, wags his tail, looks at a passing police officer, growls. He doesn't like the uniforms at all. That's what he's growling about.
Yeah, I'd probably say, hey, you want to back away from the cage for a second?
Why? What are you gonna do?
Well, no, the dog's
Let him out?
growling as you approach the cage. So I'm just wondering if it's going to settle down when you step away from the cage.
Well, you know what? That makes sense because, I mean, he probably thinks we killed his master. You think? Again, I mean, how smart can dogs be, though?
Pretty smart.
I don't know. Highball, you want to go for a... And you see Highball instantly.
Luckily, someone else didn't just go instantly.
He's pretty smart, I guess. Alright, fine. You go. You take him. Get him out of here before anybody else, before my boss comes out. Wonders what the hell you're doing, okay? And he pats you on the back, and as soon as he leaves, Highball wags his tail and he sits as he's been trained when his leash goes on. So, you now have a German Shepherd in your possession.
A German Shepherd in my inventory?
In your inventory. Are you heading towards Hattie's apartment, or are you heading towards other places? Where are you going?
I'd be taking Eyeball back to its owner.
She told you what street she lived on. She told you apartment number 5. She told you everything. You start to head to Hattie's apartment. Highball is very obedient. Must have had classes. He follows very loosely on the lead. He's watching you the whole time. Watching his everything. Very bright eyes, keen interests. He gets towards the apartment, and you can see the numbers 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4, 5 at the top. You see a neighbor sweeping down below. You see like a gardener clipping the hedge, and you see the door to number 5 is ajar. The dog starts to kind of stiffen as he sniffs the air.
I'd approach the door.
The lady down below sweeping her walk smiles at you and waves hello as you go up the stairs. You go up the stairs to the door. As you reach the door, it doesn't look like the lock or anything has been tampered or broken. It just looks like the door's open. No evidence of a break-in. She could have headed out again and forgot. You have been away for about 2 hours, chatting, walking all the way there, walking all the way to the apartment. Do you go in?
Yes. I'd go in with Lobo. Come on, Lobo. Let's go.
Highball.
Highball, Lobo.
Highball is a drink, by the way, in the 1920s. Very popular. Which is kind of ironic since it's Prohibition. But Hattie's purse is open on the floor next to the writing desk. Sticking out of the purse, you see the hilt of a dagger. Now you have several choices. You can roll to see if you want to learn more. You can do an appraise. You can do a history. You can do it'd have to be a hard no roll if you want to identify more on that.
I'm gonna go with what I'm good at, and that's knowing things. That is a extreme success.
Yay!
With a 15.
All right. Being a private investigator, you've been to several pawn shops. You've had to study history because your parents were rather wealthy. They wanted to see you in another occupation. So you've taken history in that. And you know this is an Ottoman dagger known as a khanjar. It has a 6-inch or 15 centimeters curved blade. Its hilt is decorated with very intricate floral designs. There's an actual large ruby embedded in its pommel. The khanjar sheath, as you look at it out of the purse, is made of leather, and it has fine workings on it as well. You can make an occult roll if you want to know more from your studies at the university.
Well, I'm not great at occult, but what ooh, Jesus Christ. That's a critical. I got a 1.
You got a 1.
I got a 1.
Jeez. All right. A successful critical. So, you know, wait a minute. I know what these blades are often enchanted. No, thank you, spam. Enchanted against demons for use against demons and otherworldly creatures. Interesting.
So wait a minute, it's got a hilt? It's in a hilt?
It's in a sheath, yes. It's sheathed in a leather sheath.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
And stick it in my pocket. Because,
Nothing else in her purse. Do you look in her purse for anything else?
so there's nothing else in
about
the
to
purse?
say, yeah, I kind of gave it away. Nothing else in her purse is taken.
Except the knife.
It's just,
So that's all she had in the purse.
no, there's other stuff. Your, purse stuff. No money's been taken. No IDs, no cards. Nothing of note.
How's Lube
Highball.
Eyeball reacting?
Highball is sniffing around the room. And you can make a spot hidden roll.
I'll do that.
Now, think about your past with Hattie as well.
So that's just a normal success.
Normal
With a
success.
60.
Remember those childhood memories of games you used to play with Hattie?
Oh, is there any loose tiles?
Loose tiles where, you think?
Hey?
Loose tiles in the bathroom?
Yes.
With a successful find, you see Highball start to sniff towards the bathroom. And I'm imagining that you follow him. And you find indeed a loose tile. And this one, there's a folded up piece of paper under this loose tile. You sit down on the ground. Highball sits next to you and sniffs at the paper and kind of cries a little, lays down. 1. Even without being asked, it will answer willingly, and it can speak any and all languages fluently. Although bashfully, it will not speak first. It will repeat after you the things most first. That's the first riddle. The second, or do you want me to just give you the first again? What's Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Next one.
It has no bones, but has a spine. And while it's... Oh, jeez, it's so hard to read these. And while its... and while its leaves turn, they do not change color. It cannot speak, yet it is never short of tales to tell. What is it?
Excellent.
You can get chat to help you if you wish.
Is there something I can roll to help me with this?
So chat, even without being asked, it will answer willingly, and it can speak any and all languages fluently. Although bashfully, it will not speak first. It will repeat after you the things most first. What is it? And the second, it has no bones, but has a spine. And while its leaves turn, they do not change color. It cannot speak, yet it is never short of tales to tell. I'm going to turn on.
Yeah, I'm with chat on the first one, which is parrot.
You think the first one's a parrot? All right, I can get you to make a spot hidden roll for me.
Okay, spot hidden. I can nail these. Okay, spot hidden. Oh damn it, 2 away from extreme. So hard success.
Hard success. All right, hard success.
Yoshi.
You see the dog. He's whining. Lean down with the notes. He sniffs at the note again. And he looks at you. He looks at the note. Then he sniffs around again and looks at you. He wants you to follow him out the door. Do you follow him?
Okay. Follow the dog.
He's going towards a bookshelf in the main room. He's lost interest in the bathroom, apparently. He's nearby this bookshelf, fidgeting. He's whining softly. You see the books on the shelf. With a hard success, you see a book entitled Echo.
Okay. Pull on the book Echo.
You look at this book. Thank you for voicing Highball for me, Ajax. You see this book, and you open it, and it's not a book at all. It's actually Echo's diary, which unfortunately is sideways. But we will remedy that in a minute.
And who the hell's Echo?
Echo is the name of the book and also the answer to the first riddle. Book is the answer to the second riddle. So, with that, you see her journal. There are 4 entries in it. The first, February 1st, 1929. Tonight, for the first time, I took part in something the other wives jokingly call their witchcraft meetings. I admit it was quite interesting, but I can't shake the feeling that the woman who organizes them can perform real honest-to-goodness magic. Last week, apparently, she gave Irene a prediction, and it actually happened. Lucille Moran was also at the meeting, and she confirmed it. Quite a few of Mystic Myriad's predictions have come true over the last few months since these meetings started. I'm not sure I approve of or believe in any of it, but if this is what all the other wives are doing, then perhaps I'd better go to another one, if only to see Lucille again. February 11th is the next entry. This meeting was much more unsettling. For some reason, Mystic Myriad kept staring straight at me through that veil of hers when she was performing those incantations that she claims to see the future, not just looking, but really staring, like she was trying to get inside my head and read my thoughts. I started to get a splitting headache, so I made my excuses and left. I never want to go back to another one of those meetings ever again, even though I can't explain why. The whole thing's left me feeling really unnerved. I also have this strange feeling that I've met Myriad before, but I can't think where or when. The next one is February 12th. Lucille came to me this morning and she was very disturbed. She said she's resigned from the witchcraft meetings. She also told me she had a feeling I was in danger and that somebody has designs on my life. I got a silver amulet from her. She told me to wear it as it would help keep me safe. She also gave me a dagger and told me to carry it with me always for protection. She made me put it in my purse and made me swear not to part with it at any time. If she told me this last night, I would have taken her a bit more seriously, but now I don't know. Who could possibly want to harm me? I've put the amulet, it's an adorable silver cross thing, on Highball's collar. It really suits him. The last one is February 15th. John, my love, it's my fault you were taken from me. Could I have done something to prevent your death? I feel so lost. What if Lucille was right? Who'll protect me now you're gone? I'm sure someone's been watching me. and my head's been hurting so badly since yesterday. I hope that Highball will be returned to me. I don't know what I'd do without him now. There is someone I can go see. My very old and dear friend. I only pray they can help. I'll feel much safer once Highball is back home again. And that's the last of the entries. If you look over at Highball, you don't see how you didn't notice before. There is a chain dangling from his collar. Do you wish to investigate it further?
Yes.
Yes. My stupid little thingy thing is alright, as you investigate it further, I need you to make okay, so you don't have a very good history, yes, or occult, you said. What do you have that would help you investigate ancient symbolisms, maybe?
Library use?
Like research libraries, yeah, maybe, yeah. We could try it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Alright, try and do that. See what you get.
Yeah. Hard success with a 24.
What she thought was a cross across Highball's neck, you know to be an ancient Egyptian symbol called an ankh. It's a symbol of protection. This has a particular glow to it. It's a bit odd. You try to polish it with your sleeve. The glow, it's not anything painted on. It just glows. Funny. The dog's tongue's hanging out, crooked. He's panting at you. That's all you get from that.
Okay, so maybe he did get shot and him. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna leave it on the dog.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have several options.
Yep.
There are neighbors outside. You could choose them. You do have an informant that you know frequents Dorothy's Diner and knows some fellow gangsters, knows their wives. Maybe can help you speak to Lucille, who gave the dagger, as to why, or you could talk to Bart Churosky again. Any other avenues you think of?
Yeah, go talk to the lady outside
Okay.
first, and then probably do the diner after that.
Mrs. Masler's still sweeping, being a sticky beak that she is. Roll me an appearance roll.
That would just be a normal success.
Alright, what'd you get for your success?
49.
49. Alright, so you got a 60. She looks you up and down and she's like, hello. You can see 3 kids playing in the distance that she seems to be looking after. It looks like she's the mother of these children. She's like, can I help you? Are you here to see Hattie upstairs? I noticed you were in there a while, and that's her dog. That's sure enough.
Yeah, I was bringing a dog back to her. But she's not home. Do you Do you know where she's gone?
Oh, she left with a dark-haired woman, I do believe. I figured they were going shopping or something. But although she didn't look very happy about it, now that I think about it.
Did you see which way they went?
Down the street toward that way, which is north. I mean, I've never seen her before. She seemed distracted, and she never replied when I
what's
said,
your name?
Mrs. Masler. She didn't reply when I said good day, which is weird because she's never done that before. She had the most piercing green eyes, the other lady. It was amazing. Very pretty.
So dark hair with green eyes is the other lady.
Average height, yeah. Bit skinny.
And what was she wearing?
I think it's just a regular green kind of a dress. A little shawl across the top.
Okay, no worries.
Are you looking for her or something?
Well, I was just bringing back the dog, but now that she's gone, I don't want to leave the dog just in the house. Might have to go find her to give the dog back. So, thank you for your help, and I'm gonna head down towards the direction that she said, and ask the dog to assist by saying search.
The dog just kind of cocks his head at you a little, and he sniffs around, pees on a tree. He's really happy that you're taking him on a walk north, but he's not really sniffing. Just keeps walking. He doesn't have a scent, it looks like. He's just happy next to you.
Okay. Look, just head the direction and hope to God he picks up the scent, I guess.
This is downtown Chicago. The city is very, very large. It's huge. The place is crowded. Buildings, cars everywhere. People going by. He's sniffing at the hot dog stands and things like that. You're not seeing much. Perhaps a different route.
Head to the diner and see if I can find any of my informant dude and see if he can shed any light on what's going on.
Dorothy's Diner. Right?
Yep.
Billy Littlecombe-Brock. You see him sitting on one of the stools at the bar. He is eyeing Betty the waitress, as he always does, eating his blueberry pie. Betty, come on, one movie. We have a movie. We chill out on the, have some pie, have some of your pie. And he gets his comb out and he tries to brush his blonde curls that he's put pomade on to flatten, but he can't. They just keep curling off on his bags. And she's just giving him a look like, no, Billy, you can't. No. 3 tights we've had already. No more. You don't respect my wishes. That's all there is to it. You know? I wanted to see Betty Crable. You didn't. And they go on and on. This place is located not far from the Children's Memorial Hospital. There are big glass-stained lamps hanging from the ceiling over the counter. A large glass case of tempting pastries is being displayed across for people to see. Glass top tables with artistic 1920s curved legs. He sees you. He puts his comb away real quick. Oh, hey, Mr. Adler. I've been on the level all week. I haven't been messing up at all. Been legit. Everything's on the up and up. You can count on me.
Yeah, that's good that you say that, because I'm not here about that.
Oh, good, because I was. Anyway, yeah. What do you?
What do you know about what the girlfriends have been getting up to when their better parts are out?
Oh, they get up to a lot of stuff. What do you want to know about? You breeding a dog in here?
Yeah, don't you?
There isn't like a detection roll. Let me just. I'm not gonna let you roll for it. You see that Highball is sniffing at Billy, sniffing, as dogs do, wary, but he's calm. Billy starts babbling puppy talk to him, giving him a crust of pie, You're a big boy. And the German Shepherd is just looking wearily at him like, F off, and looks at him with his wise brown eyes and just ignores him and sits next to you.
Yeah, he's a pretty good dog. It's long story.
I don't know you. I didn't know you had a dog. Huh.
Well, I didn't until this morning. So, just like you didn't have a dame until you still don't.
I always got a dame. So.
No, you don't.
Yeah. I do. That's Betty.
Okay.
What are you needing? You're needing to know what the gangsters. You want to get in with the gangsters' wives.
What are the gangsters' wives getting up to late at night?
They play cards. They bitch and moan about their husbands, and they go shopping. Women stuff. They all do these little parties. Pampers. No. They little seance, magic parties, stuff like that.
Okay.
The boss's wife, Bugsy Moran. You know him.
Not personally, but yeah.
His wife, Lucille. She is into him lately.
Okay. Do you know who this Madame Meringue or whatever?
Madame Meringue. You into pie too?
Yeah.
No, I don't know any Madame Meringue. No.
Right. Okay. You haven't seen Hattie, have you?
Hattie, yeah, she goes to those things. I'm so sorry about her husband. That's rough stuff.
Have you heard anything about that?
What? They got shot down?
Yeah.
It's all over the papers.
That's not what I was referring to.
What are you referring to?
Have you heard anything on the street about that?
Well, no. No one's saying anything. You know how they are. Gangsters don't rat out gangsters, so.
So no one's taking credit for it?
No. That's not gonna happen. The wives are pretty shut up, though, so if you're gonna talk to any of them, you're gonna need... I know what you're doing. You're trying to get me to talk to the wives for you so you can talk to them.
Yeah, that's it. I really want to expose the wives to you.
I know people. I'm good with them. I can get you in and talk to one or something. What do you want, help Hattie or something?
Well, no, it's actually Hattie's dog.
Yeah.
Went and got Hattie's dog back from the coppers today. I went to her place and it's wide open.
Oh,
Apparently she's gone for a walk with some lady with dark hair and green eyes.
You
You
know
don't know anyone like that?
that just sounds normal. Like a dame going on a walk with another dame. That's not suspicious at all. I don't know. She goes to Lucy's parties if you want to go see Lucy. But Lucy ain't seeing anybody because their husband Bugsy was attempted to get killed yesterday.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of...
You need to make a no roll for me. Or psychology? No. You're better at no. We're doing a lot of no rolls.
No?
But
I
it
know.
seems to be your wheelhouse. That's kind of the insight of the Call of Cthulhu's.
I got a 50, which is a 6 hooks.
Okay. Lucille, in the journal, Lucille Moran is the one that gave Hattie the dagger and the cross for Highball and told her to wear it at all times and told her to keep the sheath because it should protect her, or the daggers, it should protect her.
Do I know where she lives?
No, but you know Littlecombe does.
Well, little cone. Where she is? Where she lives?
I know where she lives, and
Wait a minute, what's she look like?
Lucille,
Yeah.
she's a blonde dame, blue eyes, big slices of pie. She's beautiful. Bugsy
Okay.
don't get anybody ugly.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out who this dark-haired, green-eyed dame is. That's alright. So, can you point me in the direction of Bugsy's place?
Lucille ain't gonna see you unless... I mean, I could make some phone calls for you, you know.
I think she'll see me.
I don't think she ain't gonna see you. She doesn't know you.
She knows Highbaldy.
She don't know Highball. Highball don't go to her parties.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. It was worth a try, man. Come on. It was worth a try.
Look, I owe you a bottle of whiskey from when I lost the cards. I'll make a phone call for you. And we take that bottle of whiskey off the table.
Yeah, you'll lose the cards again. So, yeah, okay.
That's what you think.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. He goes. He grins at you. He makes some phone calls at the payphone over the diner, always winking at Betty when she walks by. Comes back. Alright, you're in luck. She'll meet you today. 2100 North Lincoln Park West. That's where she lives, at the Parkway Hotel. She is not one that likes people to be late. So be there on time. You got it?
What time do I got to be there?
In an hour.
And how
Takes you
far away
about
is it?
Takes you about 30 minutes to get there.
On
Taxi.
foot or in taxi?
I mean, on foot if you take the dog. You taking the dog?
No, they're taking the dog. The dog's cool.
30 minutes.
Yeah. Taking the dog for a walk at the same time. This is all good. I'm doing a full service for Hattie. Can't she just list her husband for a second?
Alright. Well, I mean, that was... You can see... Well, that means you got about half an hour. You can sit with me and have a coffee.
Coffee?
We could play some cards.
I don't have time for that.
On the whiskey. On the line.
No. Well, after my meeting, I'll come back and I'll win my bottle of whiskey back.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I'm out of here.
Hey, okay.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
You're gonna say something. What are you gonna say?
I ain't saying nothing.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I'm gonna turn around
Okay.
and leave with Highball. Take him for a walk.
I'm reading the chat and laughing.
Stop it. Stop
Sorry.
reading the chat and read the...
Sorry. As you start to exit the Dorothy's Diner, the beautiful Dorothy's Diner, the busy hustle and bustle, you hear, Mr. Adler, may I have a word, please? You see Bernadette. She is with the local daily, notebook in hand, pen. I just saw that you had exited the station earlier this morning after the gruesome massacre of the St. Valentine's Day with what is known to be one of the victims' dogs, and here you are. Long time no see, Mr. Adler. Do you care to give a couple questions for me and why you have the dog and who's it for and anything that can help me out? Gonna help a girl out. It's a tough time in the news.
I was just doing a favor for a friend. That's all.
And who is this friend? She's taking her pen out.
And I'll grab the pen off her. Okay. That would be Hattie.
Hattie. And is Hattie the dog's owner?
I believe so.
You can see the screen, yeah?
Yeah.
And it was told that John May was one of the victims involved in the terrible shooting. And that would be Hattie's husband, yes?
Apparently.
You see your time getting taken. The dog is kind of pulling at the leash.
Look, I gotta go. And I leave.
She starts to follow you and stand in front. You don't have anything else that you could just give me? It appears that, the dog survived, but everyone else was gunned down? What do you make of that? That's gotta be odd, right?
As I'm walking, talking, I say, I don't know. It's, apparently the dog was shot at, but as you can see, the dog's plainly alive. So, who knows?
And where are you headed to right now, Mr. Adler?
Hopefully to find Hattie.
Do you mind if I go with you? And maybe you take some pictures, take some notes. I mean, obviously you're on this case, which would help the daily greatly. And I need you to make a psychology roll for me.
Psychology.
Because I'm sick of saying no, even though I feel like no would be better.
Psychology, that is a success with a 59.
59.
59.
All right.
Not 69, but 59.
Bart Charosky, your friend in the force. Good cop, honest cop. He did something he's not supposed to do, which is slip you information about this case because he needs help trying to find out who did this. He would not appreciate you giving information to the press. And that is your tidbit.
Well, I haven't given any information to the press. So...
When she says if she can follow you, things like that.
Well, look, it's a free country. You can follow me, but whether or not the person I'm going to see is going to be happy seeing you and, let's say, leaving with all your legs and, you know, and hands attached.
So you are going to see a gangster then?
No.
Then who else would do that, Mr. Adler?
There's a lot of nasty people in Chicago.
Do you try to lose her in some way?
Yes. I do. Try to lose her in some way. As in, I don't know, something.
I don't have the character sheet up, so I can see what that you could pull to do this.
Could I persuade her?
You could persuade her. You could fast talk. You could bribe her to get out of the way. You could charm.
12, which is an extreme success.
You haven't had any fails this session. I am super sus, mister.
Hey, I'm
super
just going
sus.
off the auto roller.
What auto roller?
Auto roller.
Did you?
Yeah. D100, 12.
Okay.
That is a extreme success.
You've wasted 20 minutes already just trying to get around her. She's holding you down. She's talking, getting in your way or trying to get around, unloosening the dog. And you're getting tired of it. What do you say to her?
I say to her that if she's willing to come to my office later tonight, I will give her an exclusive.
Oh. Come to your office later tonight for an exclusive, Mr. Adler.
Yes.
All right. Will do.
But at the present moment, you're interrupting my investigation, which means I can't give you that exclusive if I get delayed anymore.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Okay.
And she winks and leaves. You continue onward. We are definitely going to do that, Grim. That is the thing now. That's going to happen.
An Earl Grey.
An Earl Grey. To go on your
to get sanity points. What would be?
Although chamomile would be more.
Yeah, I think an Earl Grey is more of a hit point type pool. An English breakfast would maybe be a luck restore.
What? No. We're not doing teas. It's Earl Grey. It's nothing. I see him getting riled up about this. That's what I'm saying it that way. All right, back to it.
We've got a Picard fan here, so.
Lucille at the Parkway Hotel. It is a lavish Parkway hotel. Nothing but the best for obviously the mob boss to stay at, and his wife is. You knock on the door. Highball sits obediently when you tell him to. She is very cautious at opening the door and looking around and seeing Highball waving you in. Shuts the door quickly and locks it. You have arrived on time, just.
Yeah, I was being low-weighed by a reporter.
Yeah.
Which now I have to make up a good story about later on, but that's beside the point. This symbol, this unk.
Shit, she put it on the dog?
Yeah. Why?
I told her not to go without it. Shit. And she's walking back and forth, right? I need you to make a persuasion. She's clearly upset.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Failed?
Yeah, 81. That's way over.
Alright. I told her that she needed to put that on her person, and she didn't. I take it you're here for Hattie, since this is her dog and the necklace that I gave her.
Yeah.
Where's Hattie?
Don't know. So apparently she was, I guess you could say, escorted away from her house today by a tallish lady with long brown hair or dark hair and green eyes. Does that ring any bells?
I will make a roll. And Lucy doesn't have her stats on here, so we're going to make it even underneath 50. To see if she remembers. Actually, I rolled 2. No, I did good. Oh, 60.
69, instant success.
No.
Oh, what?
I don't. I mean, there's lots of people with brown hair and green eyes. Sir, what was your name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Okay. I don't. Did she say any? Did Hattie tell you anything?
She just came to me this morning and asked me to go get her dog from the police.
Did she have anything with her?
Her purse?
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, at least she's got that with her. That's good.
What would that be?
What would what be?
What, her purse?
Her purse will keep her safe.
How's her purse going to keep her safe?
Because I gave her something as well to keep in her purse. To keep her safe, Mr. Sebastian.
And I pull out the dagger and I go, would this be that thing?
For fuck's sake!
As I said, I came across her house and this was... It looked like she was actually trying to get this out of her purse. And it may have gotten stuck.
Make another persuasion roll.
Come on, come on, come on. Under 60. Ooh, 42!
42.
Success.
42.
It was a 42.
The amulet that Highball is wearing, apparently, protects against evil powers, physical harm. That conjar has been handed down from my family for generations. I grew up in Turkey, understand? And we were taught that it can be used to fight things that are not of this world. And also a handy way of dealing with everyday folk should the need arise. I was only meant to be temporary loan. I wanted it back once the threat was over.
And what's the threat?
Make a psychology roll if you want to see if she's...
47. So success.
There's this woman. She was at this party I was having. Her name's Mystic Marriott, but I don't think that's her real... You know, people have stage names all the time. And it's fun. And it's fun for us to all get together and, you know, tell our fortunes and things like that. She sees stuff. We have a good time. No harm. But... where I come from, we respect magic and don't mess with powerful forces. But this woman, I don't think that she does. And she had an interest in Hattie in particular. I think...
Well, what did you, this miss, whatever her, was her, did you know what she looked like?
Yeah, she has dark hair. I can't remember what her eyes were, but I mean, they were very piercing That's for sure. I don't understand why anyone would want to harm Hattie. So, I mean, I didn't really think about it much. But... What? You should put more stuff in history.
I should have put some shit in history.
You know what? I think I remember her real name.
Who, the madam?
Yeah.
What was her real name?
I have it here. Hang on. I had a letter from her once. I think her name's Ellen. Ellen O'Sullivan?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, everyone uses stage names, though.
Yeah.
You don't look so good. Do you know Ellen?
We grew up together. Me, Hattie, and Ellen. Can I have a look at the letter? Just want to see if the writing...
I can't seem to... She can't... I'm gonna make... Oh. Do you share with her your letter?
My letter's back in the office.
Do you share with her that she's been writing your letters or
Yes.
anything like that? What do you say?
That basically I would have said, like, can I have the letter, because I actually have some letters from Ellen.
I feel like I just fed you that information.
Yeah, you did. And
I mean, I did. I feel like I did.
I'm appreciative of that. Yeah, so, but yeah, I've got some letters from Ellen. I just want to see if the letters match.
Why would Ellen be writing you?
Hey?
Why would Ellen be writing you?
Because we grew up together. She kept in touch, although she never put a return address.
What did she say in the letter?
Well, the latest one was saying that she's close to being she's in town, and maybe one day we'll meet up again.
I'm not feeding you anymore. She paces back and forth. I could tell that Mariette had evil intentions toward Hattie. But I never dreamed that she would actually do something. She does have magic spells. Like my nene once told me when I was very small. There's a spell that can allow a caster to put their mind in someone else's body permanently. Their face stays the same, but the person behind the eyes is different. She would always stare constantly at Hattie. Maybe Highball is the key. Maybe Highball can find her. Maybe look through the letters and find out where this Ellen's at. And you can find Hattie, because she doesn't have this with her, and she's showing the symbol on his collar. Then she's not protected at all. Understand?
Yep.
You will lose Hattie. You need to go. Now.
Yes. I need to go. Back to my office. To do some research.
When you find her, let her know I helped. Take the dagger with you.
Do you have anything else?
Everything else I have is for me.
Fair call. Alright. And head back to my office to start doing researches.
Researches.
Through-
Yo, the researches.
Do the old researches through the letters to start piecing together. So,
Let's go back to our handouts, shall we? All right.
something that was just told to me is kind of making me think that I'm looking for the wrong person.
My love, this time I'm writing to you from Chicago. I know you still live here, and I hope we will be able to meet one day. I can see that famous old water tower from the windows of my apartment, and I admire how it's lit up by the setting sun. Today was a cloudless and beautiful day, so I could even spot part of the shore from my high perch up on the roof. No one but you knows I come up here. The janitor wouldn't be pleased if he did. He's such a fuss budget. But like our old director at the orphanage, do you remember him? Someday, I would like to share every sunrise and sunset with you. Our lives would be filled with all the splendid colors of the sky, and our love would become everlasting. Be sure I think about you every day, and know that I plan our next meeting every chance I get. I think I'll be able to make our paths not only cross very soon, but also lead in the same direction. You may no longer recognize me as the woman I was, but deep down it will still be me. Look forward to more news from me, my darling. Forever yours, Ellen.
Alright, so this water tower she speaks of, do I know what the hell she's going on about?
There are a few water towers, but one that is seen from the shore. So you might be able to pin it down by that. And being a private investigator, you would know. Do you have a navigation? I don't think you have navigation marked very well.
No, I don't. It's only a 10. Yeah, so yeah, I'll head there. Where I think
You would head where you think near the water tower is. Make a navigation roll for me.
Well, yep, 37.
I'm gonna make 2 rolls. One is an hour long, and one is an hour long. We need to hire one. 3. Takes you 3 hours instead of 1 because you get lost trying to find this place. Not very good. You look for this water tower. Highball is helping. So I'm going to cut it down half to 2. Highball, when you get near the water tower that is described in Ellen's letter, becomes highly alert. And then no rolls are required. He is instantly tracking Hattie's scent. You can see him pointed down, going straight. He gets closer to 750 Michigan Avenue, where Ellen seems to have rented an apartment because the roof is right where the water tower is. He starts to growl softly. Are you following him?
Yes.
Are you just letting him do his thing, or are you also going to be doing some things?
I'm going to be looking around as well, but I'm going to be following, and I'll be getting the dagger to an easily reachable spot. Yeah.
Okay. As soon as he gets closer to the building, he starts to do that stealth dog crawl. Quiet and calm.
I would follow in suit, but not do a stealth dog crawl.
I really want to see the stealth dog crawl. Come on.
I'd be doing a human type stealth.
Alright. You see him start to get closer, and the building's doorman comes outside to take out the trash, is followed by the janitor, looks like, because of his outfit. They're both there. They see you. The doorman's like, no dogs allowed in here, sir. But he looks like the kind of guy that you could probably...
Slip him a $5 note and
$5 is a lot.
Okay, $1. And suggest that it's my seeing eye dog.
Do you want to do $1 or do you want to do $5?
I'll do $1 because it's America and you can actually do dollar notes. So yeah, $1. And suggest that it's actually my seeing eye dog.
Who you here to see? Or not see? Mister.
Do I have Ellen Cernan?
Ellen O'Sullivan?
Yeah, Miss O'Sullivan. Is she here?
The nice young lady that came by with a friend? Yes, she's here. Was here an hour or so ago. And he gives you Hattie's description.
As her friend that was there with her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I say, oh, excellent. So they've already arrived. What room is she in?
Oh, she's up in room number 4 up there.
Is the stairs?
Yes. I'll leave you to it. I'm sure you can find your way up, seeing as you have a singing eye dog.
Yes.
He
yes,
totally does not believe a word you're saying, but he takes his bill and he folds it up, puts it in his pocket.
Yes. Because I can.
And he walks away. Do you go up to her apartment? The door is shut.
How is the dog reacting?
He is still in stealth mode, regardless of you guys saying, and he is very calm and quiet watching you.
Check the handle.
It is locked.
Well, funny enough,
You can
I took some lock picking.
you can knock. You can make a listen roll.
Well,
You can make a
actually,
locksmith. You can
I'll-
make a strength roll. You can
I'll listenify at the door.
listen roll, please.
18, which is a pass.
There are no sounds within this apartment building or apartment room.
Is there stairs leading up still?
There are stairs leading up to the top.
Okay. Keep on following the stairs up.
All right. You need to make a luck roll. Are you trying to hide from these doormen and the janitor? I know it's starting to get loud, guys. We got a storm.
Well, yes, kind of. I'd be stealthy-ish.
Stealthy-ish. Make a stealthy-ish roll, please.
It's a fail by 7 points.
You are
Damn
not
it.
stealthy-ish at all.
Yeah,
The janitor is eyeing you as you walk straight up there. So you have one hand on the dog,
Yes.
and you have what else? Anything else?
I'd be one hand on the dog and the other hand like going along the wall, acting like I'm
Blind.
not blind, visually impaired. Not completely blind, just visually impaired.
Okay. All right. Make a luck roll for me, please.
14, so that's a success. Just by
Alright,
a lot.
you're pretty okay. You're not tripping over anything. You're making your way up. You don't go into their apartment or her apartment, no. So
No,
you're
I
going
was
straight
heading
up to the
further
steps.
upstairs to head towards the roof because I remember her writing that she likes going up to the roof.
Yes. Alright.
And the roof is on fire.
The roof is on fire.
Got
Funny
okay.
enough, what you see, the roof might very well start to be on fire because what you see is Hattie chained or tied to this water tower. There is symbols on the ground, candles lit, and you hear the chanting of the woman, her back facing to you. Hattie looks dazed and saddened, tears in her eyes still. You're holding Highball. As soon as Highball sees his mistress there, I need you to make a strength roll to keep a tight hold on Highball's leash. She is going to lunge.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. 96.
Oh, Highball runs. His ank's on his collar. He's running toward Hattie. Out of your hands. Ellen is alerted to your presence and starts to cast quickly. She's excited to see you, but she is on a focused mission right now.
I would first go, what the fuck's going on here? Because this is pretty weird to come across. It's at the same time be reaching back towards the knife, but not de-sheathing it yet.
Very soon, my love, we will finally be together. How you always wanted. You always loved her more than me. Always. It was always her first. She doesn't love you the way I do. And now, you'll have the best of both worlds. We'll be together forever. She turns and starts casting. Hattie is basically in shock. Her head is slumped down. She looks like she's just giving up. She is making motions. And she is going to use a spell against you. So I need you. And this is my first time using spells.
Yay!
Yay me! Yay for you! So she's going to, let's see how much this costs her. Magic, and it costs her some sanity as well.
She's casting Fireball. Oh, sorry, wrong game.
Alright, I'm looking at this. She is... Hear this voice in your mind saying, freeze and watch. Let it happen. I need you to make a power roll. Just let it happen.
46. So, success.
I got a freaking 6. Ooh! What did you get?
46, which is just a success.
She's gonna lose 5 energy points, 3 sanity. Oof. Okay. So depending on what I want you to do is riskier, so it's going to cost her more. It's going to cost her 10 sanity. She starts to laugh low at first and then seemingly louder and louder. And she's not looking well at all, but you freeze and you watch as this happens for 1 round. So you will get another chance to do this again, this power roll. And the dog starts to bark and growl at Ellen. He looks as if he's about to pounce. You can still say something. You're frozen and you're watching, but you can still speak.
Attack.
You can tell the dog to attack?
Yes. Tell the dog to attack.
Alright, make a persuasion. But make it at advantage because the dog knows you very well now. And you've gained its trust, so.
Son of a bitch. 60. So that's a success.
It's a success? The dog
just.
is going to lunge for Ellen. That's very loud. He's got a critical. He's going to take her a piece of her. It's going to take a little bit longer as he jumps at her arm and starts to pull her down from her ritual. She starts from her laughing to screaming at this dog and trying to punch it off of her. I need you to make your second power roll.
59.
And this is the final. And 59 is, what's your power at?
70.
70?
Yeah.
So the 59, she's lost another 10. She has gone insane by all rights. And she starts punching at this dog. This dog's going to try and take another bite. You now also have a turn to interact. These candles are set up in a specific circle, though, however. So
How far away is she from the candles?
Just like the picture says, she is 1 step behind the candles in the circle. The circle is only around.
So I could potentially run up, stab her, and kick a candle.
You could kick a candle. You wish to kick a candle?
I want to stab her and kick a candle.
Make your stab. And against her.
Which would be
She's going to be at disadvantage because she is getting attacked by the dog as well. So she is outnumbered.
I'm using brawl.
Yes.
Right.
If you want to, yes. Or you could use your knife.
That's the knife. So would I use brawl for the knife? Because it's like.
I believe a knife is 1d6, but.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Yes.
Worried more about giving.
Yes.
Because if it's the brawl,
Yes.
runs off brawl, that's an extreme success.
Alright. How much points of damage does she take?
What's the damage? D6.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 points, because I have no bonus damage. Except... Yeah, that's it. Isn't the extreme higher?
Yes, it is. Extreme is high, so I think it's doubling and +6 as well. But either way, you will have taken her out because she only had 10 hit points. And the dog already got a success on his. Because he has a bite of a d6.
Ah, okay, cool. So, after...
So you stab her. How do you stab her?
I'll stab her in the heart.
Oof, that's rough. When you stab her in the heart, she looks... The dog lets go and runs to where Hattie is. You're holding her as you stab her into the heart, and she tries to reach out to your face and says, "My love, why?"
Because I preferred you the way you were.
You didn't care about me.
Well, we were just kids. If you had actually ever given me a return address, I could have actually, had a conversation with you.
I knew you loved me. I knew it.
Yes. But you never really gave me much of a choice.
And she fades away.
I would then get up, blow out the candles, cut Hattie free, and go, yeah, I don't know what to say about this.
Hattie is just breathing out. Breathing in. You untie her ties to her hands.
Yes.
She sinks down. The dog is licking at her cheeks. She hugs his neck. And then she reaches up to hug you. Like she wants you to come in and to this Hattie highball hug with her. Do you reciprocate?
No.
You don't hug her back?
No. I just then go, look, Hattie, this was, yeah. I gotta go.
I didn't know you cared about Ellen.
Well, we were just kids when she told me. Yeah. After a while, I did realise. Too late now.
I could have helped you find her,
Yeah, I've been looking on and off.
What? You didn't have to. Maybe you could have talked her out of it. Then I don't know anymore. I just want to go home.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah. See you around.
And you leave her there?
I'll help her out of there,
So
but
savage.
I'll help her out of there, but I'm not gonna yeah, escort her home type deal. That's it.
I'm gonna make a roll. All right, so I'm gonna make. Okay. The dog starts to growl. You think it's passing by Ellen on the ground, bleeding in a pool of blood, that he's growling at. What do you choose to do? Do you choose to look further?
Yeah, I guess so. If he's growling at the dead body, right?
You don't know. You just hear the growl.
Okay. I'll go, what's wrong, boy? And investigate whatever the hell's going on.
He's growling at Hattie.
Why is he growling at Hattie?
Are you asking me as the keeper, or are you asking the dog? Or are you asking yourself?
Kind of asking myself and then looking at the dog and go, what's wrong, boy?
Hattie is like, remember the puppies? They were so cute. Every time I see Highball, I think of those puppies. maybe you should come home with me. Get sit a while, have a cup of coffee. Go over old times again.
Yeah. Okay.
Make a psychology roll.
37.
Is that a
So-
success?
Normal success.
Normal success. Hattie doesn't look at you the same way she usually does. Her eyes have a different way of staring at you. It's familiar.
As in the way that the woman that I just jabbed a freaking thingo into used to stare at me type psychopathically type thing?
He's growling at me. I don't... Sanford, what's wrong with him? Take him away. He's scaring me.
He's your dog.
And that's very odd. Maybe you should take him.
Yeah. You feeling right?
I'm feeling fine.
Right. Okay. Take the dog and go, come on, boy.
Maybe you take him and maybe you come over for that cup of coffee. What do you say?
Yeah, I'll take the dog with me though.
Do you?
Yep.
This is the ending of our story. Hattie puts a hand, tries to put it in yours, and her eyes almost look like they have just a fleck of green in them.
Mm-hmm.
As she walks you. Uh-oh. Oh, little time jump there, a little laggy. And
I think I stepped the wrong chick.
you stepped. You now have a dog, a German Shepherd named Highbone, a knife you have to give back to a mobster wife, and a crazy girlfriend who actually succeeded at her mind transfer spell, killing Hattie and her old body.
Yeah.
You stabbed the wrong chick.
A psychotic girlfriend.
It won't be your first. Anyway, that is it for our Call of Cthulhu story. I didn't expect you to fall for the bad guy. And then I didn't expect the bad guy to actually win, because in the last time I tried this out, they got ripped apart by a dog into horrible pieces. So you never know when you play Call of Cthulhu the different endings you can come up with.
Pretty much. It's one of the things I like about it. It has the ability to go anyway.
Also, at any time, you could have taken Little Comb for backup or the policeman for backup, Bart. If you wanted, they'd had different reactions to helping you break in or not break in or whatnot.
Little Comb.
Yeah.
I could have taken him with me.
Could have taken him, he could have broken in. You would have found some stuff in her apartment.
Yeah, I just got to work out what I want to say to that.
What are you going to say to what?
The news reporter.
To Bernadette. Looks like you got a... Well, I mean, your appearance is 60, so it looks like you got a date with Bernadette as well.
Yay!
Good luck getting that crazy chick with the magic off your back. Woof.
Yeah, I don't know. it's not the first crazy chick, but once you get crazy, you never go back.
Really? All right then. Well, I know I'm rambling on. I'm so sorry. I hate goodbyes. I hate saying goodbye to you guys. I'm gonna leave you. Love you and leave ya. Check out our Discord. I will see you guys on Thursday. Until then, I'll miss you. Bye.